Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to learn about how to make a Laravel CRUD application using jQuery Ajax. Okay, so guys, we will be doing all the CRUD applications with Ajax without the page reload. Okay, so guys, let's get started. So I have installed fresh application of Laravel over here, and now guys, we are going to work with the student CRUD application. So we are taking an example of student. So guys, first let's get started with creating migration model and a controller. So open your terminal and give a command. So php artisan make :model, where my model name is student hyphen migration and the controller C, that is okay, hyphen MC, hit enter. So our model created, migration created, and controller also will be created. So let's wait for that. Our controller also is created. Perfect. So now let's close. And yep guys, so first let's go to our model. So app model, our student.php model is here, set. And now guys, we have to assign the table over here. So what table you have created? So for that, let's go to database, migration, and you can find that student table. So this is the table guys. So let's copy this table and call it inside your model. So use protected $table is equal to, inside single quotes you are going to paste that, students. Done. And what are the fillables? Protected $fillable is equal to, and what are the fields you are going to create? That is name. Then we are taking that email, phone, and a simple course. Okay, save guys, and these 4 fields you have to create over here. So I'm going to create that $table of, where I'm taking the string value, so which is varchar, and where name, so email, phone, and the course. Okay, course. Done. And now guys, let's migrate this table into our database, which is, I have already created a database over here, and let's go to env file. So over here we have connected it. Okay, done. So let's close. And now guys, let's migrate this table into our database. Let's open a terminal. Give a command to migrate. So php artisan migrate, hit enter. So migration created. Let's see that. Refresh. You can find the students table guys. So over here our student table is available. Done. So now let's get started with it. So let's kill all this terminal, we don't require now. Let's close this database and model. Now guys, let's move to our app /students. I want the URL, so let's copy this and create a page for it. So first you have to go to routes web.php and create a simple route. So let me remove all this. Route : get method, where students, comma, and call your controller. So my controller is nothing but student controller we have created. Student controller : class, where I want to create a index function. So this student controller, you have to import the class of this. So import class, you can see the class. Okay, so let's go app http controller student controller we have created. Done guys. So let's copy this index function and create one function inside this controller. So public function, where function name index, where we are going to return and view the page student folder dot index blade file. So let's create one student folder first. Go to resource, views, and inside views I want one folder named student. Copy this index and create a index file inside your student folder, index.blade.php file. And now guys, let's extend this. So at extend function, where you are going to tell layouts.app, so which is inside layouts you have a app.blade.php. Done. So over here I don't require anything, so let me just remove all the things. All set guys. I want to use Bootstrap. Let's get back to our bootstrap.com, click on docs, and we are using Bootstrap 5 version guys. So let's copy this CSS and paste that CDN link. All set, and copy this bundle file, copy and paste. So before this you need a jQuery CDN link. So let's go to jQuery CDN link. Okay, so let's move with this over here, code.jquery.com. Now guys, we have to copy this minified, copy, paste over here. So all above the top you have to paste this. Okay, so without this jQuery you cannot do a CRUD application of Ajax CRUD. Let's close, and now guys, let's extend that. Extend the sections. So use section which is content. So this content is coming from your app file. So this copy and paste over here. All set. And the section guys, and section. Over here you need to start with the design container, row, column MD12, and inside this container I want py of 5, as simple a card header, where h4 tag with students data, one simple a tag with a simple button design, button primary, where add student you will give, and float end button small, where you are going to give this as a model pop-up. When you click this, a pop-up model should come. So before that, let me just give card body, and yep guys, so let's get back. First let's check the output, refresh. Cool, so you are getting that student data and a button. So guys, when I click this button, a model should come. So for that, let's go to getbootstrap.com and search for model, click on it. So let's move below, and you can see a demo model. So let's copy this code from here, Control C, copy and paste inside your a tag, and just give hash over here, and this model name will be add student model. All set. Let's copy the model guys. So this is the model, copy and paste back. Done. So let's change the title first, student, add student. This will be a save button, where you'll name this button as add underscore student. Okay, and the form design you have to design over here. So let's use form group, margin bottom 3, label which will be student name, input dot form control, where this form name will be, we will give in a class only. Okay, so name. So same, we are going to copy this and create 4 times 3 4. Okay, so this will be your email. Let's change this email, and this will be the phone. The class name we are going to keep phone, and one, this will be the course guys. So let's take this course and name this input as course. Done. Let me just remove this student name. Okay, done. So it's now main thing, we have given this model name as add student model, copy that and call that add student model. Okay, so let's give as add student, add end of add student. Done. Save, and now let's check the output, refresh. Okay, so let's click on add student. Perfect. So we are getting the input guys, and now let's start working with the storing of data using jQuery Ajax. Let's get back. So let's move below. So let's add one section called section, where I want to create a scripts and end the section, end section. This scripts you have to create in your app blade.php file, whichever you have included. So it should be below this, whatever your jQuery and your bootstrap CDN link. So below that you have to paste that. Okay, so yield of scripts scripts. Okay, copy this and let's get back again. You can paste over here to confirm. So now guys, let's start with the script tag where jQdoc, and we are going to check with the on event click. So jq on event. So this, when the website loads, it calls this as document, where the event we are going to take is click event. So when we click on that time it should perform. So on what click you are going to take with the class that is dot add hyphen student, I mean underscore student. So this you are taking from your add student save button. Let's copy that and paste over here. And now guys, once this loads, let's prevent default. So event, when it doesn't make the page load, so event prevent default function. All set. And yep guys, so let's test over here. So first let's alert and see that, not alert, let's learn with consoling. Okay, console.log function, where you can tell hello, save. Let's inspect guys, move to your console, click on add student and click on this save button. So you can see, okay, we didn't refresh, so refresh guys, and inspect it, move to console and click on add student. Let's click on this save button, so you can find that hello, perfect. So when we click, we are getting the response. So guys, now let's take all the input fields in one variable. So we will create one variable called var data is equal to, so guys, let's create a fields name. So name colon, where I am going to get that what data it is. So dot name, so dot means class, and this name you are taking from your input value, where val function, if you give, it will take the input vals. So this name is coming from your input field. So name, so same way you are going to take with email, phone and course. Okay, so let's copy that and paste over here 4 times. This will be your email. So the input field name also was email, and the input field name was phone, and over here course. Okay, so same way you are going to give this also. So name, email, phone and course. So now let's console log and check this data are coming inside this or not. So let's take this data and check, save, refresh, add student. Now let's insert data over here, ASD, let's save. Okay, we are getting error. Why? Oops, we should give comma. Save, refresh, add student, save guys. You can see that values are coming. Name is ASD, email, phone and course. Perfect. So let's save this guy's data. So let me just comment and call the Ajax CRUD. So Ajax, jQuery, we are going to use the type method, which is post method, and URL we will create one students. Let's give students, and the data you are going to send. What data you are going to send? These data, whatever you have inserted. So let's copy this data and send inside this data. And what are the data type? We are sending in JSON format. Okay, and after the success, we want to check the output. So for that, let's give console.log function, where you can check the response whatever you are getting. So now guys, data is sent. So for this Ajax, we need to give header things. So let's go to our Laravel documentation, search for Ajax, that is XCSRF token. So let's copy this. Before this, you have to check it's available or not, this one, and go to your app. So inside your extended app, make sure you are having this, so it's present over here. If it's not there, you have to include that. Let's close and get back to your Ajax, and then guys, you have to copy this and paste. above this request. Set. And now yes guys, so copy this, go to your web, so route of post method where students comma and your controller. So let me copy the same controller we are going to use, that is student controller at store function. Copy and go to your student controller guys, and over here as simple, let's create a public function with the function name store, and we are accepting all the requests, so you have to call the request where $request. Okay, so now guys we have to call our variable called student is equal to new your model name student. Done. You have to import the class, so let's import the class guys. Class is imported, and now give a command to store the data. So before storing the data, we have to validate all the input fields. So for that, let me just comment this and start with the validation. So give a validator. Validator is equal to validator where make function in the array, where before this you have to give $request. So $request of all the input fields, give comma and call your input fields name. So my input field name is name, which is sent from this Ajax. Okay, so where is that? This input fields names, you have to just call that. Single quote where you have to make sure it is required, and maximum number 191 I want to give. So same with all the fields, which is email, and for email validation just add this email, and then guys this will be your phone and course. Set. Now you can check this variable. If this validator fails function, then you have to return response function with the JSON format, where you are going to tell the status. So the status is like status of 400, which is bad request, and same way you're going to show the messages, or you can tell errors. Okay, ERRORS errors, where you will copy this validator variable $validator of MESSAGES. Okay, make sure you are adding at the last messages. So save whatever we get in this errors we will get. Else, inside this else condition you are coming with your storing of data. All set. So we are back to our model to save the data, and let's call our input field names. So name $request of input field. So the input field is this Ajax request. So name, same way you have to call your email, phone and course. Okay, phone, course, and these place are nothing but your database column names. Okay, name, email, phone, course. Name, email, phone, course. Okay, so after this we have to save function, and same way we are going to show the message return and response, which is 200 means successful, and we will show the message as added successfully. You can show as student added successfully. Save, and now guys let's test it. So yep, let's get back to our index. Over here whatever response we are getting this response. Let's move, refresh, click on add student, and let's click on save directly. Now click on save. You can see internal server. Let's see what's that internal server error. Okay, class validator is not found. So let me just import the class of this validator. Let's import illuminate support facets validator. Okay, so this is the class. Save, refresh, and now guys, let's try once again. Let's add and save data. You can see that status 400 and the error message, we are getting all the input fields. So the course field, this name and phone required. So let's display that errors guys first over here. So for that we have to get back. Let's comment this and use the if condition. If where this response dot status is double equal to what? Status was 400. Okay, so bad request 400. If it is there, means you have to show the errors. So let's loop that, because we have multiple datas inside this. We have multiple, right? So for that we are going to use jquery for each loop. So jq each, if you type, where you will get the response of your errors. So errors. So which errors you are sending over here. Okay, copy this errors and paste. And now guys, this is your key values, and over here you are getting error values, right? So now let's loop this. Let me just put this in a one UL tag where you can mention as ID as save error list. Okay, I mean this is which is save form error list, where you're going to append function insert single quotes, add a li start and li end, where single quotes give ++, and take this error values and paste over here. Error values, done. And copy this ID and go back to your model. So this is our add student model, and inside this model only we'll start with UL, where ID is equal to insert double quotes, paste this, all set. And yep guys, I just want to design over here also. So for that, let me just add one simple thing. Let's dollar open and close HTML. Whenever it loads, first make it empty. So what you're going to make empty is this save error form list, and after this add class. So that class will be alert danger. Save. Now guys, let us test it. Refresh. Okay, add student. Let's click on save. You can see that all the input field name is telling over here. Input field, email, this. Okay, now if you want to display on each line, you can just add the same code and make sure that you are adding this as over here response dot errors dot name. Okay, so if you print with this, then you will get the exact field name. So under that you can append in this format. So let's ignore that. And now guys, we have done with the validation, and once validation is done, you are going to show the success message, which you are getting the status 200, which is this. Okay, so let's take this message to show over here. Create a place to show the message, so that will show in a text format, where response dot message which you are getting. Okay, where I want to show in a hash success message. So let's copy this and create over here above your card. Okay, open div and close div, where ID is equal to success message, and just add a simple class for this. Let's give the same class and tell this alert success, and after whatever the error comes, we have to make that error list empty. And yep guys, and then let's see over here. Once the form saves, I want to close this form and empty these fields. So for that also you can just add the simple. So first let's close the form, guys. So $open and modal function, where you can tell this model as hash the model name. So let's get back to the top and copy the model ID. So copy this model ID and tell over here. So model will be hide, copy and paste, and this model, whatever the model is, we have to find the input fields and make that value empty. All set, save, and yep guys, let's save, and now let us test it. So refresh, and there is no data into our database, guys. So now let's insert the data. Let's add Ved Prakash ved@gmail.com. So random digit phone number, BCA. Let's save. Perfect. So student added successfully. We have got the message, and let's see over here. Cool. So we are getting the data, guys. Perfect. So let me just add with one more detail. So let's inspect and see. If you if you keep this console open, if you find any error, it will show over here. So for that sake, I'm opening and showing over here this console log open@gmail.com, where BCA A section, save. Cool. Student added successfully. Let's see over here. Refresh. Perfect, guys. So guys, we have successfully done with how to insert the data without the page reload in Ajax with the validation, guys. So we have successfully completed this insertion of data. Okay, so guys, let's see in next video about how to fetch the data without page reload, and while inserting that, the data should load without the page refreshing or reload. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.